Good morning students, welcome back to Python class. In today's class we will discuss about slicing and indexing. Okay, and it is also a numeric function like in the previous class I have explained a few numeric functions, a range, next long space, line space, zeros, ones, like that. Slicing and indexing also numerical functions, and these functions we can perform on one dimension array, two dimension array and three dimension array in Python. Okay, and now we will discuss what are these functions and how these functions can be performed on one dimension, on two dimension and three dimension. Okay, slicing already I have explained in a previous class. Slicing means what actually? It is extracting some elements from the array. Means example, if an array is there like a 5 to 6 element, example an array is with the 6 elements, I want only 3 elements from that array. Okay, you can extract that 3 elements from the array, and that process is called as a slicing. Okay, so here also actually in the previous class I have explained slicing with normal like a range, like that I have given slicing we completed, but there I have given some range, but here we have some built-in function, using that only you can perform a slicing. Okay, so slicing means what here? Actually extracting few elements from an existing array. Okay, so once we will go through the definition. Slicing in Python means taking elements from one given index to another given index in the array. So one given index to another given index. Example, in array we have 6 elements. Index start from a 0. I want 0, 1, 2. So what is the index? What is the starting index I am giving there? 0, and ending index is 2. So slicing is a process of extracting elements from a given array from a given index to another index, from one index to another index. So in the example I have extracted elements from a 0 to 2. So starting 3 elements I have extracted, and what is the starting index there? 0, and ending index is 2, like that. Now in Python, slice object is constructed by giving a start, stop and step parameters to the built-in. So here in Python we have one more method, using that you can extract elements from a given array. So built-in function means already function is there, you need to give a parameters. Okay, like different functions you have now. One is a user defined function, the second is a built-in function. Built-in function is you will get that function from the software only. You no need to write a function body and all, just you need to give the parameters and you need to call that function. So here in slicing also built-in function of Python, and what parameters that function is having? 3 parameters. First one is a start, second one is a stop, and the third one is a step. Start means from where you want to extract the elements, comma. Stop means what? Where you want to stop the extraction. In the previous example 0 to I said, no, 0 is a start and 2 is a stop, and a step value means sequentially you want to take out an element or alternative element you want to take, how much index you want to increment, that is a step value. Okay, so these 3 parameters are important when you are using a built-in slicing function. Now come to the third one. The slice object is passed to the array to extract part of an array. Means this object is applied, this object is performed on the array to extract an elements. This is only the introduction part. Only here what is the slicing? Extracting an elements from a given index to another index part. And here we are using a built-in function slicing, and it is taking a 3 parameters: start, stop and step value. Now you see the some few points I have given with the syntax. Start, just now I have explained, start, colon, end, colon, step. So start means what? From where you want to extract. Stop, end means what? Where you want to stop. Step means for every element how much you want to means which element you want to increment, how much index you want to increment. And here few possibilities are given. See, if you don't pass start, example starting value I have not given, then what happened? It is considered as a 0. Understood? If starting value I have not given, by default what it will take? 0 as a starting. Example, if you don't pass the end element, it will take total length of the array. See, if I won't give the starting, it will take it will extract from a first element. What is the index number of the first element? 0. If I won't give the end parameter if I won't give, so it will take till the length it will take. So how many elements are there in the array? That many elements are extracted. Okay, and if we don't pass the step value, by default it will take as a 0. If you won't pass this 3 possibilities are there. If you want to give the start, it will extract from the starting. If you want to give the stop, it will extract from ending. And it won't give the step value, it will means one by one it will extract. Now you see the syntax. Example, you see, import numpy as np. So I am importing numpy package and I am giving a alias as np. So alias name is a np. Now here you see one array I am giving. What is the name of the array? A equals to numpy arrange. Numpy arrange is a range function I have given. So an array is created with the range function, means an array is created with the 10 functions. Okay, an array is created with the 10 functions. Range means what? How many elements you want. Total how many elements I am giving here? 10 elements. So an array is created with the 10 elements. Now you see the s variable. S equals to slice. Here slice is a built-in function. Now how many parameters I have given? 2, 7, 2. So I am extracting starting value 2. Total how many elements are there? 10 elements, because range I have given 10 elements, so it will take from 0 to 9. Now starting value is how much? 2. Ending value is how much? 7. And what is the step value? 2. So every alternative element it will take. You can see the output. 2, 4, 6. Starting is 2. Okay. And as I already said, 2 indexes are incremented, no? So instead of 3 it is giving a 4. Next instead of 5 it is giving a 6. Okay. So range 7 is given, 7 is not included. Only explanation I have given. In the above example, a range function is used. Range function, what does it use? The range function, it will give the range of elements. Now the slice object is defined on the slice object is defined with start, stop, end. What is the start value? 2, stop value is 7, and step value is 2. So with this slice object, object is passed to the array and part of the array is retrieved. Now you see here, import second example, numpy as np, a equals to np dot arrange. Again I am creating an array with the 10 elements. So if you will give the range, you no need to mention all the elements. How much you want? Example, if you want to create an array with the 15 elements, just you give range in the bracket 15 elements you give. That is the range function. Now b equals to a 2 colon 7 colon 2. So a new array is created. What is how many elements actually? Starting is 2, ending is 7, and step values 2. Okay, same example I have given. Here one point you need to observe, here I have not used a built-in function. Directly I have created array B with the slicing part of array. See, with in the array we have 10 elements, and with the 3 elements I have created a new array that is called B. So in the B, how many elements we have? The elements between 2 to 7 and step value is 2. So 2, 4, 6 are now B, array B. Okay, and these 3 elements are extracted from array A. Okay. Now next you see, slice the element from index 4 to the end. 4 to the end. So what is the starting index? 4. End means what actually? If nothing you have given, that is considered as a ending, no. So that already I have explained. You see, slice element from index 4 to the end of the array, imports numpy as np. Okay, right. I am importing a numpy package. Now what is the name of the array? ARR equals to np dot array. Here array is an object. Now total how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Print ARR. I am extracting elements from 4 to end because I am not giving end. If you won't give end, just now I said no, it will take length of the array. Fourth element means what actually? Array index start from a 0, no? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth element means 5. 5, 6, 7 will be printed on the output screen. Okay. Index start from a 0. So if you have given a fourth element means 5 will be printed on the screen. 5, 6, 7. Now you see the third example. Slice elements from the beginning to index 4. Beginning means what? 0. To 4 means 0, 4. Okay. So here I have not given anything for the starting point. So if I won't give the starting point, it will take from a 0 only. Okay. Slice, you see, imports numpy as np. I am importing a numpy module. ARR is the name of the array. That array equals to np dot array object, and how many elements are there in that array? 7 elements. Next, you see the print statement. Print ARR from ARR array. What we are extracting? We are extracting colon 4. Colon 4 means starting I have not given. Starting if you have not given, what it will take? By default it will take from a 0. So 0 to 4, 5 elements we are extracting. Okay. So we 3 points I have explained. Now if you won't give the starting, it will take as it will extract from a 0. If you won't give the ending, it will extract from a length of the array. Okay. If you won't give the step value, that example also you can give. If you won't give the step value, it will extract one sequentially, means it will increment a index number by only 1. Now you see the negative slicing. Negative slicing means this is also slicing only, but it will extract elements from the end of the array. See, just till now whatever elements you have extracted, no, that is from a starting of the array. But if you want to extract element from a last means from the end of the array, if you want element only the one element from the like example, if you have a 6 element, so you want to retrieve last 2 elements like 6 and 5. So from the end of the array also you can perform the slicing. So if you are performing the slicing from the end of the array, you want extract from the end of the array in the return method. Just now we retrieved elements from a left to right. If you want to retrieve an element from a right to left, the reverse order, then we will use the negative slicing. Okay. So here the negative slicing, use the minus operator to refer to index from the end. So if you want to retrieve an elements, example if you have 100 elements, so instead of giving from a 0 to 90 like that, you can directly give from an ending. So when you are giving an ending, what extra information you have to add? You need to add one minus operator, which describes that you are retrieving an element from a ending, not from the beginning. Okay. So you see the example. Actually, you see the question first. Slice from the index 3 from the end to index 1 from the end. Okay. So you are extracting index 3 from the end to index 1 from the end. Okay. So last 3 elements I want. Right. So you see, import numpy as np and array. What is the name of the array? ARR equals to np is the alias name, array is an object. So total how many elements are there? 7. So from that 7, how many elements I want to extract? Last 3 elements to the last first element. So minus 1 means what? 7. Minus 2 means what? 6. Minus 3 means what? 5. So 5, 6, 7 will be retrieved. Okay. So if it is you are retrieving from a left to right, Just if you will give the numbers, it is okay, but when you are retrieving from right to left, you need to add a minus. Okay. Now you see the step. Step value means step of the slicing. I said no. Here if you want to means index number, how much you want to increment, that is nothing but the slicing. Okay. So now here you see the example. We are extracting an element from index 1 to index 5. So we are retrieving a element 2 to 5 we are extracting. 1 means actually index start from a 0, no? It is a 1 means the second element, we are extracting from a second element. Okay. You see, import numpy as np. Okay, we are importing a numpy package. Now arr equals to np dot array. I am creating one object of array. How many elements are there? 7 elements. Now you see in the print statement what I have given, arr 1 comma 5, sorry 1 colon 5 colon 2. So every time how much I want to increment? 2 I want to increment. Okay. So here you see the output 2 and 4. Only 2 elements are printed. Why? Because I have given starting index is 1. See here 0 index in the array, 1 index is 0, 2 index is 1, 3 index is 2, like that, because indexes are starting from a 0. So I am printing 1 to 5, means I want to print elements from 1 to 5. 1 means where? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, means between 2 to 6 only I want to print an elements. Okay. Every time how much you want to increment the index value? 2. So you will get a 2, 4. Understood? Because the last element is a 5, only 2 elements, alternative elements are printed. Now one more thing, just now I have given a starting and ending, and I want I had printed the elements, alternative elements between that range only. But in example, if you want to print all alternative elements from the given array, then that method is also available. You see here I am importing a numpy package, and what is the name of the array? Arr equals to np dot array. Now how many elements are there? 7 elements are there. And what I am printing? Print arr, means we are printing elements from a arr. What is arr here? It is an object, it is an array object. Starting I have not given, ending I have not given. So if you have not mentioned starting and ending, it will print element from starting to total length of the array, all the elements it will take. Now, so next step value how much I have given? 2. So it will print every alternative number like a 2, 4, 6. Okay, alternative numbers it will print. That is the means that is possible when you want to give starting and ending. Okay. Now you see, just now whatever we discussed, no, that is on a one-dimensional array. Same thing you can perform to two-dimensional array also. Okay. Two-dimensional array means rows and columns. In a Python, multi-dimension is also there, 3 dimension there. That also we can perform a slicing. See, you see the two-dimensional array. In the two-dimensional array, how many elements I have given? You see, 10 means 4 rows with the 5 columns. Okay, and I have created an array with 4 rows, 5 columns. And what is the name of the array? A2. A2 np dot array. Array is an object. So here I am creating a two-dimensional array with 2 rows and 5 columns. Okay. Just now what I have explained, that is a one-dimensional array only. But here now what I am explaining, that is a two-dimensional array, because more than one row is there. Then you can say that it is a two-dimensional array. Okay. Now in the two-dimensional array, see total 4 rows are there, 5 columns are there. You see the printf statement. In the print, we are printing elements from array A2. What is the name of the array here? A2. From that, what is the starting? 1. Okay, what is the starting? 1 and colon 2. Okay, 1 colon 2 colon 4. 1 means what actually? Here we are retrieving an elements from second row. See, first row index is 0, second row index is 1. So, we are retrieving an elements from first row, second row, and in the second row also which column we are retrieving? 2 to 4 you are retrieving. 2 to 4 you are retrieving means in the second row you see how many elements are there? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. In the second row, index of the 15 is 0, index of the 16 is 1, index of the 17 is 2, index of 18 is 3, index of 19 is 4. So, from the first second row we are retrieving elements from a 2 to 4. So, you will get 17 and 18. 19 is not included. Okay, 4 you have given, that is not included. So, when you are performing a slicing function on this 2-dimensional array, what you have to give is, you need to give the row number because you have multiple rows. You need to give the row number and column number also. It means if you have given a row number, in that row from where to where you want to retrieve any elements, that information you have to give. Okay, and in the first row you have given 2 to 8. In the second row 22 to 23, 27 to 28. Here actually one point we missed, that is ending row number have not given. See, 1 colon only have given. So, if you have not given ending row number, what it means? It will retrieve elements from all the rows. Okay, that is why 17, 18, 22, 23 from all the rows, which starting from a first row, it is printing all the elements 17, 18, 22, 23, 27, 28. Okay, just you see in the print statement A2, first column to ending, because ending I have not given. Okay, in the previous example it is only 1-dimensional array, directly we have given starting and ending, but here you have number of rows, no? So, you have to give the row number and column number. So, which row to which row you want to print, and in that rows which column to which column you want to print, that information you have to give. So, here ending row I have not given, so it is taking all the rows. See here, this row whatever printf statement I have given 1 colon 2 1 colon comma 2 colon 4, no? 1 here, this selects first row to the end of bottom of the array, means to the end of the row, because ending I have not. See, after the 1 colon is there, but ending row I have not given. So, if you have not given ending row, by default it will take all the rows. Now, and columns 2 to 4, 2 and 3 it will take. See, in this example 17, 18, 22, 23, 27, 28 is printed. And here one note I have given, index start from a 0. Okay, that point also you should make a note, index start from a 0, row number starts from a 0, column number is also start from a 0. Now, second example, from the second element, slice elements from index 1 to index 4 from the second element. So, you see second elements means what actually? 1. Okay. So, in this how many it is the, you see the example program here, we have one array called ARR, and how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the second array 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, here 2 rows 5 columns, an array is created with 2 rows and 5 columns. Now, we are printing an elements, you see, from the first row, from the second row, because as already said, index start from a 0, no? Here what I have given? 1 I have given. 1 I have given means what actually here? It is a second row. So, particularly I am giving from which row you want. If you are giving 2 to the 4, there will use the colon, but directly I want elements from only the particular array. So, that is why directly I have given 1 comma, next you see 1 to 4 columns I want. So, you see the second row, 1 to 4 columns, 7, 8, 9, 4 is not included, 7, 8, 9. Okay. If you want to retrieve any elements from the particular array, directly you can give the array name, but if you want to give from starting to ending like that, then there will give the range. Now, you see from the both the elements return index 2, means from the first row and the second row, I want to print an element which is there in the index number 2. Okay, you see array, how many elements are there? 2 elements, 2 rows are there. Next 0 to 2 means I want to print elements from 0 to 2. 2 is there, no? 2 is not included. So, from the first row and the second row, the second element is extracted. So, you see in the first row, what is the index number 2? You see 0, 1, 3 is printed, and from the second row also index number 2 is 8, that is printed. 3, 8 means from the first array, from the first row, and third column element is printed, and from the second row also third column index is printed. Now you see from the both the elements written index 2 just now I have given. No? Now this is about slicing. Okay. So the remaining indexing is there, that we will discuss in the next class.